Have you ever wondered about the role nuts play in your diet and whether they are as beneficial as they are often made out to be? These small, convenient, and nutrient-rich foods often seem like the perfect snack. However, it turns out that not all nuts are created equal, and some, despite their popularity, may not have the most favorable impact on health, especially in older age. Today's review will cover 3 types of nuts that deserve special attention and regular inclusion in the diet, as well as 3 types whose consumption should be limited or completely eliminated after a certain age. As we age, the body's needs for nutrients change, and foods that were once considered harmless can cause undesirable reactions, such as inflammation, weight gain, and even cardiovascular problems. By knowing which nuts offer real benefits and which can cause harm, you can make informed choices for your health. Don't miss the opportunity to learn more about these important aspects of nutrition to optimize your diet and improve your well-being. Stay with us to the end to find out what changes in your daily diet can bring the most benefit. Nuts as a valuable element of the diet. Walnuts and their benefits for the brain. Walnuts, known as brain food for generations, are a true superfood capable of improving cognitive function. They contain a large amount of omega-3 fatty acids, which play an important role in maintaining brain health, reducing inflammation, and protecting against age-related changes. For older adults, maintaining mental clarity is as important as maintaining physical strength, and walnuts are one of the best foods for supporting cognitive function in the long term. Scientific studies show that omega-3 fatty acids help reduce the risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and dementia. In addition, they improve memory and concentration, allowing you to maintain mental activity and interest in the world around you for longer. However, the benefits of walnuts are not limited to this. They are also rich in antioxidants, which protect cells from damage caused by stress and aging. The accumulation of free radicals in the body contributes to the development of inflammatory processes, which are associated with various diseases, including cardiovascular disease and arthritis. Regular consumption of a small amount of walnuts can help fight these processes, supporting the health of the body for a long time. Consider the story of George, a 74-year-old retired teacher. He used to find joy in solving crossword puzzles and reading, but over time he began to notice annoying memory lapses. A name would escape him, his glasses would get lost, or the right word would never come to mind. His doctor advised him to enrich his diet with omega-3 fatty acids, and George began adding a handful of walnuts to his breakfast every morning. After a few months, he felt that his mental clarity and concentration had returned to him. His family noticed that he was more actively participating in conversations. He did not resort to radical changes in his lifestyle, but simply made a small but significant addition to his usual routine, and it had an amazing effect. However, the benefits of walnuts are not limited to their beneficial effects on the brain. They also provide invaluable support for heart health, helping to lower bad cholesterol levels and improve blood circulation. Unlike some other types of nuts, walnuts are relatively low in carbohydrates, making them an excellent choice for older adults who are carefully monitoring their blood sugar levels. It is important to remember moderation. Despite being rich in nutrients, walnuts are quite high in calories, so a small handful is enough to get a noticeable benefit without overloading the body with extra calories. If you are looking for a simple and natural way to support brain health, reduce inflammation, and strengthen the cardiovascular system, walnuts will be a great addition to your daily diet. And the best part is that they have a delicious taste, are versatile in use, and easily fit into various dishes. They can be added to salads, sprinkled on oatmeal, or eaten as a standalone snack. Almonds rightfully occupy an honorable place among the most valuable and useful nuts, and this reputation has been built over the centuries. Its composition is a real treasure trove of vital nutrients that support the health of almost all body systems. Almonds are especially beneficial for older adults looking to maintain vitality and well-being for years to come. The unique combination of healthy fats, protein, and fiber makes almonds an ideal source of energy that is released gradually, without sharp fluctuations in blood sugar levels. This quality is especially valuable for older adults monitoring their glucose levels. One of the main reasons for the outstanding benefits of almonds is their high vitamin E content. This powerful antioxidant plays a crucial role in protecting skin cells from damage, reducing inflammation, and slowing down the appearance of age-related changes. Regular consumption of almonds helps maintain healthy skin from the inside out, which is especially important for older adults who often experience dry and thinning skin. But vitamin E is not only good for the skin, it also has a beneficial effect on brain function, helping to protect against cognitive decline. We should not forget about the beneficial effect of almonds on the skeletal system. Over time, bone density inevitably decreases, which increases vulnerability to fractures and the development of osteoporosis. Almonds, being a generous source of magnesium and calcium, two essential minerals, help maintain bone strength and slow down their degradation. This is especially true for older adults who may not be getting enough calcium from traditional dairy products. In this case, almonds can be a valuable addition to the diet aimed at strengthening bone tissue. As an example, consider the story of Margaret, a 69-year-old retired nurse who has always paid close attention to her health. After crossing the age of 60, she began to notice age-related changes in her skin: dryness, fragility, and loss of elasticity. In addition, she was concerned about a hereditary predisposition to osteoporosis from which her mother suffered. On the advice of her doctor, Margaret included a small handful of almonds in her daily diet as a healthy snack. After a few months, she noticed an improvement in her skin, which began to look healthier and more elastic. In addition, she felt confident that she was taking simple but effective measures to protect her bones. Almonds, this storehouse of nutrients, have a beneficial effect on the cardiovascular system, helping to lower bad cholesterol levels and improve blood circulation. The unique combination of monounsaturated fats and dietary fiber in almonds helps keep arteries healthy, thereby reducing the likelihood of developing heart ailments. For people looking to control their weight, almonds are a great choice for a snack. Despite their calorie content, the high protein and fiber content provides a long-lasting feeling of satiety, preventing unwanted overeating. Almonds are useful in any form: raw, roasted, or in the form of almond oil. However, when choosing almonds, preference should be given to unsalted varieties, as an excess of sodium can negate its positive effect on the heart. Pistachios, often undeservedly neglected, are a valuable product for maintaining health. These small green energy stations are rich in antioxidants, fiber, and healthy fats, which provides a wide range of benefits, especially for older adults. Pistachios are an excellent choice for those looking to support heart health, stabilize blood sugar levels, and improve digestion. Including pistachios in the diet can be an important step towards overall health improvement. Pistachios have earned a reputation as a valuable ally in maintaining heart health, and this benefit is one of the most significant. A storehouse of antioxidants, such as lutein and gamma-tocopherol, these nuts actively fight inflammation and protect blood vessels from damage, which is especially important for older adults when caring for the cardiovascular system comes to the fore. Scientific studies confirm that regular consumption of pistachios helps lower levels of bad LDL cholesterol and simultaneously increases levels of good HDL cholesterol, thereby improving overall heart function and reducing the risk of developing heart disease. No less important advantage of pistachios is their beneficial effect on blood sugar levels. Unlike many other snacks that cause sharp spikes and drops in glucose levels, pistachios have a low glycemic index, which allows them to maintain stable blood sugar levels. This feature makes them an excellent choice for older adults suffering from diabetes or prediabetes. The combination of fiber, protein, and healthy fats in pistachios slows down the absorption of sugar into the blood, preventing dangerous fluctuations that can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and long-term health problems. Consider the story of Daniel, a 71-year-old man who had long struggled to normalize his blood sugar levels. On his doctor's advice, he adjusted his diet to include foods that help stabilize glucose levels. He replaced his usual sugary snacks with a daily handful of pistachios. The results were immediate. His blood sugar levels improved, and he felt fuller for longer, which helped him avoid unwanted snacking. This seemingly minor change had a significant impact on Daniel's overall health. In addition, pistachios are beneficial for the digestive system. As one of the most fiber-rich nuts, they naturally stimulate regular bowel movements and support gut health. Many older adults experience slowed digestion or constipation, and increasing fiber intake can help restore normal function. Moreover, fiber serves as a nutrient source for beneficial gut bacteria, which play a vital role in many processes, from immune function to mental clarity. Another reason to love pistachios is their relatively low calorie count compared to other nuts, due to a higher protein-to-fat ratio. This makes them an excellent choice for those looking for a satisfying snack without excess calories. Also, pistachios, often sold in their shells, promote mindful eating. The need to exert a little effort to extract each nut helps avoid mindless overeating. If you're looking for a delicious and nutrient-rich snack that supports heart health, stabilizes blood sugar levels, and improves digestion, pistachios are an excellent choice. However, it is recommended to opt for unsalted varieties to avoid excessive sodium intake. Nuts to watch out for. Why cashews can pose a threat to the health of older adults. Cashews, these delicate and alluring nuts, have won the hearts of many gourmets, but behind their delightful taste lie potential risks, especially for older adults. Although cashews contain a number of beneficial substances, there are certain aspects that may make them a less than optimal choice for the elderly diet. One of the main problems associated with cashew consumption is the high content of oxalates. These natural compounds, present in many plant foods, can bind to calcium in the body in large quantities, forming poorly soluble salts that crystallize over time, turning into kidney stones. The risk of developing kidney stones increases with age, and cashews, rich in oxalates, can exacerbate this problem. Unlike some other nuts, which, on the contrary, can help prevent the formation of kidney stones, cashews occupy a leading position in the content of oxalates. This means that older people with a history of kidney stones or other kidney problems should consume cashews with caution, in moderation, or exclude them from their diet altogether if kidney health is a concern. Another aspect to consider with cashews is their relatively high carbohydrate content compared to other nuts. While most nuts are low in carbohydrates and generally do not significantly affect blood sugar levels, cashews have a higher content of natural sugars, which can potentially cause a moderate increase in blood glucose levels. For older people with diabetes or seeking to maintain stable blood sugar levels, cashews may not be the optimal choice. As an illustration, consider the example of a 68-year-old retiree named Helen who included cashews in her diet because of their delicate texture and pleasant taste. She ate them in nut mixes and as a snack, but over time began to experience episodic kidney discomfort. After consulting with her doctor, she learned that the oxalates contained in cashews could be exacerbating her kidney problems. Subsequently, she decided to replace cashews with nuts with a lower content of oxalates, such as almonds and walnuts, and soon after that, her condition improved. In addition, cashews are high in calories and contain a significant amount of fat, which means that they are easy to consume in excessive quantities without realizing it. A small handful may seem insignificant, but these extra calories can quickly accumulate, leading to unwanted weight gain over time. For older people looking to maintain a healthy weight and avoid putting undue stress on their joints, limiting the consumption of high-calorie foods such as cashews is a sensible step. While cashews contain beneficial fats and minerals, their potential risks often outweigh their benefits for some older adults, especially those with kidney problems, blood sugar issues, or weight concerns. Macadamia nuts, a culinary temptation or a hidden health threat? Macadamia nuts, prized for their delicate, buttery flavor, have long captured the hearts of gourmets and cooks alike. They are often found in exquisite desserts and as a standalone snack. However, despite their appeal, these nuts may not be the best choice for older adults concerned about their health. Undoubtedly, macadamia nuts contain a number of beneficial substances, but their excessive calorie content and high-fat content can negate their potential benefits, especially for those seeking to control weight, maintain heart health, and monitor cholesterol levels. The main problem lies in the astonishing amount of fat contained in these nuts. Although healthy fats are essential for a balanced diet, in macadamia nuts their concentration reaches a critical point. About 75% of calories come exclusively from fats. This makes them one of the most caloric nuts in the world, which is fraught with overeating and unwanted consequences for the figure. Unlike almonds and walnuts, which offer a harmonious combination of healthy fats and proteins, macadamia nuts are mainly fat, with virtually no protein or fiber needed to maintain satiety and normalize digestion. Macadamia nuts, despite their delicious taste, present a certain dilemma in terms of their impact on cardiovascular health. Although they contain monounsaturated fats, which are generally considered good for the heart, they lack the omega-3 fatty acids that walnuts are famous for and the high fiber content inherent in almonds. As a result, their contribution to maintaining heart health is not as significant as that of other members of the nut family. For older adults looking to strengthen their cardiovascular health, it would be wiser to give preference to nuts with a richer nutritional composition, such as products rich in fiber, antioxidants, and omega-3 fatty acids. In addition, macadamia nuts are often offered in salted or flavored form, which is fraught with excessive sodium consumption. Excess sodium is known to contribute to high blood pressure, fluid retention in the body, and increased stress on the heart, problems that many older people already face. Even unsalted varieties do not boast enough fiber or protein to justify their high fat and calorie content. Of course, macadamia nuts have a pleasant taste, but for older people who pay special attention to weight control, heart health, and a generally balanced diet, there are much more preferable alternatives. Attractive in appearance and beckoning with their aroma, flavored or candied nuts pose a hidden threat in the form of excessive sugar and various additives. Not all nuts are created equal. While natural, lightly roasted nuts are a valuable source of nutrients, their processed counterparts, generously flavored with sugar or salt, can cause significant harm to health, especially in old age. Often, such nuts contain added sugar, artificial flavors, and excessive amounts of sodium, turning a healthy snack into a real-time bomb. Despite their attractive taste qualities, these products can provoke serious health problems, including sharp fluctuations in blood sugar levels, increased blood pressure, and increased inflammatory processes in the body. One of the main dangers of flavored and candied nuts is their high sugar content. Manufacturers often coat nuts with a layer of honey, caramel, or chocolate, which leads to a sharp jump in blood glucose levels. This is especially dangerous for older people suffering from diabetes or prediabetes, since hidden sugars can contribute to the development of insulin resistance and the occurrence of long-term health problems. Even those types of nuts that seem moderately sweet, such as peanuts in honey glaze or almonds with cinnamon, may contain much more sugar than it seems at first glance, sometimes not inferior in this indicator to chocolate bars. However, there is also a problem associated with sodium. Often, manufacturers abuse salt when roasting nuts, which can lead to increased blood pressure and fluid retention in the body. This is especially true for older people suffering from heart, kidney, or hypertension. Over time, excessive sodium consumption can put additional strain on the cardiovascular system and increase the likelihood of developing heart disease. Take, for example, the story of James, a 70-year-old man who thought he was making healthy food choices by replacing potato chips with flavored nuts. He was particularly fond of barbecue and honey-glazed nuts, but over time he noticed that his blood pressure was rising. Only after carefully examining the information on the labels did he discover that his healthy snack contained huge amounts of sodium and added sugar. He then decided to switch to raw, unsalted nuts, and almost immediately felt a surge of energy and improved overall health. But in addition to sugar and salt, many flavored nuts contain artificial preservatives and unhealthy oils. Some manufacturers use hydrogenated oils containing trans fats, which are considered one of the most harmful types of fats for heart health. These fats can raise bad cholesterol levels, lower good cholesterol levels, and trigger inflammatory processes in the body, which increases the risk of developing serious diseases such as stroke and heart attack. If you love nuts but want to avoid potential risks, the best solution is to choose raw, unsalted varieties. If you prefer a richer flavor, you can lightly roast them yourself at home, adding heart-healthy seasonings such as cinnamon, turmeric, or a pinch of sea salt. This way, you can control the composition of your dish and avoid the hidden additives that are often found in processed nuts. In conclusion, nuts can be a great addition to your diet, but the way they are prepared plays a crucial role. By choosing natural, whole nuts rather than sweet, salty, or flavored options, you can maximize the health benefits while avoiding any negative consequences. In conclusion of our review of the best and worst nuts for the elderly diet, it is worth emphasizing the key points again. Walnuts, almonds, and pistachios are true champions thanks to their high content of omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial for the cardiovascular system, and fiber, which is necessary for healthy digestion. These gifts of nature not only support cognitive functions and strengthen bone tissue, but also help maintain stable blood sugar levels, making them a valuable addition to your daily diet. At the same time, cashews, macadamia nuts, as well as flavored or candied nuts require a more cautious approach. The risks associated with their use include the possibility of kidney stone formation, excess fats and calories, as well as hidden sugar and sodium content. With regular use, these nuts can do more harm than good. The main conclusion is that nuts are certainly a valuable source of nutrients. However, choosing the right types and moderation in their consumption play a crucial role. If you are used to snacking on less healthy nuts, it may be worth reconsidering your choice in favor of healthier alternatives that really contribute to improved well-being. And if walnuts, almonds, and pistachios already occupy a place of honor in your diet, keep up the good work. Your body will certainly thank you in the long term. The author is always interested in learning about readers' snacking preferences, especially when it comes to such a healthy product as nuts. Each person's personal experience is unique, and it would be valuable to know which types of nuts readers prefer and whether they notice any changes in their well-being depending on their choice. The author encourages readers to share their thoughts and discoveries in the comments. Sharing knowledge and experience can be helpful for everyone, and the author is always happy to receive feedback from his audience. Reading comments not only motivates the author, but also helps him better understand the interests and needs of readers.